Seriously? Introducing me. I don't know what this word is about. What's up, dudes? Alright, I'm going to see if it's going to fill in. I doubt we're going to fill in very much. I see 5 people here. I didn't see who came up. Let me see if I can see. Vanilla Ice, what's up? Amanda, Little Mama Lish. We got underwater basket weaving. All right, dudes and dudettes. I bet you never thought you'd see these faces again. Boom! Boom! All right, so yeah, we're live. Yeah. What's up? All right, so we got David Gertz. Oh shit, we're about to spring off here. Tanya, Bonnie, hi, Melissa, Josh Cooper, Amanda Lynn, Melissa F. Hey, how you doing? Stephanie, Lisa, Critter. All right, Chris R. Okay, I'm gonna get back to hitting everybody up here in a second. I don't know why it's only showing 4 viewers because it looks like we got a lot more on here.
No, we got 50.
Oh, now we got, okay.
50 and 9 likes.
It's catching up. All right, so we're back. So this is just gonna be, I'm not even gonna say short because we never know if it's short or not. What's up, Sasha? So we're going to be doing some bouncing around here. We're at Treetop Exotics here. It's about to get a little hectic. We got some construction going on. So Brian and I are going to haul ass upstairs in a minute. If you hear some background noise, no worries. We got fam everywhere, literally all over the place. So we're going to bounce around here. But you want to go out back for right now? We're going to take it out back. We're going to take it out back so you guys don't have to try and decipher 20 conversations at once. All right, so dudes and dudettes, we got some plans, and then I'm going to run you guys through what we've had going on here in the past couple of months and why you haven't seen us. It looks like we had a birthday party out here. Ooh, fun. All right, come on, Brian. Long time no see, that's right. All right, this guy always tries to fucking hide. You can't hide. Here's some purple sand. Play with that. There you go. All right. Okay, so dudes and dudettes, obviously you notice that I have not been on social media for a couple of months. I want to start out by thanking everybody for the support that you guys continue. Yep, we're back. Yeah, the boom is back. We are going to do it in full force, and we're going to switch things up a little bit too. So we're going to continue with YouTube. We're going to stay with YouTube. We're going to continue to do our videos. We like the educational side of things. We like to give you guys little pointers, facts, all of the stuff that we do on YouTube. It's going to be the same channel, but we're also going to spread out, and we're going to try and do, I guess, a little bit more on social media. We're going to try and tag up the Patreon stuff a little bit more and stay a little bit more active on that.
We got the Facebook page that we just put up.
Oh, we had a birthday too? Happy 50th, Jen. That's what I'm talking about. We got some birthday. K Peoples, what's up, bro? Joshua Cooper, my dude. Patreon's still up there. Dude, so basically what happened was this, is we moved, and then you guys saw that. You were in the beginning of that. What you guys didn't get a chance to see is all the fucking that came with it and came afterwards. So it's been basically a lot of bouncing around, a lot of helping people out. So I've been helping out Ben at Gatorama with the family over there, doing some stuff over there. I've also been helping out the vet that you guys know, Dr. Shetler. So I've been doing that. Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and then Sundays and Mondays I've been helping out Ben, and we're going to be slowly backing those things off because I have to focus more on the house. So what I've been doing is I've been waking up at about 2 o'clock almost every single morning. I take care of my stuff at the house, and then I go and I drive about an hour and 45 minutes down to where I used to live so I can help the vet out until he could get some staff, and I'll still be helping him out. So this is going to be a slow progression, but we're going to be putting out more and more stuff. That's why we want to get to some of the other social media stuff as well, to do some like shorter reels, because Brian and I could spend a day probably getting a bunch of reels that could last about a week or two, and then we could do the videos as well, so we don't have to focus so much on trying to get like 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. Like, doing a video every day is almost impossible, but doing a video once a week or twice a week on YouTube, and then doing shorts plus reels on all the social medias for whatever you guys like to use. For the Instagram users, we're going to do it there. For anybody on Facebook, we opened up a new page just now. We just got finished working on the first part of it. It's Bite Force Entertainment. So Bite Force Space Entertainment is a page on Facebook now. We're going to run that as well. And we're going to bounce into TikTok, I think, as well. And pretty much
we're already on TikTok.
What's the TikTok page?
Bite Force Period Entertainment.
Bite Force period entertainment on that one. Bite Force underscore on Instagram. That's going to remain the same. I do have my personal page on Facebook. I never go on Facebook, but now I'm going to be going on Facebook. So we're going to try and stay more active on all these social media accounts so that we don't have to focus so much on trying to get, 30-minute videos every single day on YouTube, just so that everybody can get a little bit more content. And we also want to focus a little bit more on the Patreon page because you guys have stuck in there with me for a very long time, and I expected to open it and have everybody gone, and really nobody's gone. I had understood and I had expected like to be 0 people left over there, but you guys have continued supporting, and I love you guys for that. You have no idea what it means to me. You have no idea what it means to this guy right here. And now we have an opportunity where, basically what happened is this. I got the phone call from the vet. The vet needed some help. He was understaffed. So what's not working? Something's not working here. Keep an eye on this thing and see what's not working. I'll continue to go ahead and tell the story. So when I moved, I started building stuff out, and we've gotten a little bit more progression over there. We got some more animals over there. We got some venomous over there finally, so we're going to be able to do some venomous videos soon. But what happened was I got a phone call from the vet, Dr. Shetler. That's a good friend of mine who literally bends over backwards for me anytime I need it. He's done everything for me. He's saved Bimini for me. Anything that I ever need, he's dropped everything he's doing to help me out. So I did the same for him. So he was a little understaffed. He needed to get some staff, and I took on that to help him out. So by doing so, again, I was waking up. I still am waking up. Like tonight, I'll go home. I'll wake up at 2. I'll take care of all my stuff at the house. I'll take a shower. By 5:30, I leave. I drive down, and it's an hour and 45 minutes. I work. And then I drive back home. That's another hour and 45 minutes. And then I do the same thing the next day and the next day. And then Sunday I go to Ben's place, Gatorama. I help out over there. And I do that Monday as well. So I'm also waking up at 2 to 3 o'clock in the morning on those days as well, so I can get my stuff taken care of. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays I do have for myself, but it's been to work on the property, and as well as get all my animals basically taken care of properly and trying to build out as much as possible. But it's really hard to do that because I'm spread a little bit thin, just a little bit too far thin. But we're at a point now where Shetler's got some staff over there. I do believe we'll be backing off of, doing the work with Shetler. I'll always help him out. Don't get me wrong on that. For as long as he needs me, I will be with Shetler because he would do the same for me. So I felt like it was the right thing to do. Now what I did do to myself is I've tired myself out. I have spread myself so far thin that I kind of broke down a little bit. I was trying to keep up with social media. I was trying to keep up with the YouTube. He's been trying to stay on my ass to get to the YouTube and get working on the same stuff that we always did. And I couldn't get out of the hole that I was in because let's not make it a depressing thing or whatever, but I had so much going on, and then waking up at odd hours, spending 20 hours a day working, sleeping for 4 hours, doing that for however many months I've been doing it, and then also the simple fact that since 2020 I haven't taken a single day off. I don't think, since the park shit happened, I haven't taken a single day off at all unless I had COVID or I was sick. Those are the only days that I've had off, so I haven't had any time for myself or my family or anything like that. So it got to the point where I kind of shut down a little bit. So I owe some people an apology. D, I love you if you're out there watching. I miss you. I got to talk to you soon. Katie St. John's, Katie Peoples, Amanda Lynn, all the guys. Darshna, hey, what's up? Holly, Alan, all the guys that have always supported me from the very beginning. Everybody that's out there. I'm missing a bunch of people too, so don't feel left out. I promise I'll get to everybody as soon as I possibly can, but I do recognize what you guys have done for me. I know everybody always tells me don't apologize, we understand. Oh, there's my little D right there. I know that I don't need to apologize. I know that most people understand what I'm going through and most people understand what's been going on, but I do feel the need to apologize. You guys do tremendous amounts of work to keep me sane, as well as to, just keep everything going. And then you guys are the reason why we do what we do. So without you, we wouldn't be able to do any of this. And Brian's been so far up my ass that I felt like it was time to kind of get back to what we do, right?
I don't think I was that far.
He wasn't, but at the same time, we need to do this. But the whole thing now is that I
Kind of
think
happy
we're
that
at.
we're doing that again.
Yeah, I'm excited because we truly enjoyed this. Like Brian and I, when we started this out, before at the park when I did this years ago, Holly, everybody's save your money. YouTube's gonna take all your shit anyway. Don't worry about that. You guys have been supporting so much. But let me read what she wrote here. Hold on 1 second. Just doing this to let everybody know. Bite Force Facebook page has the PayPal and Venmo deets cause YouTube takes 30%. Yes, they do. YouTube takes way more than we would like. So we're going to be putting all the links up. Yes, I do believe we have the PayPal thing now. I think we have some things set up that were set up beforehand in preparation for this, which we're going to be able to utilize all this information now with the new pages and all the stuff that we're setting up. But long ago when I first started this, it was at the park with the girls. I had a great time doing it with them, and then what happened at the park happened at the park. And then I got with this guy here. Yeah. So we were doing it, if you look at the older videos, it's all park stuff. It's me and the girls. Usually Madison or somebody would hold the camera, and the girls are doing fine. Everybody's doing well. I still talk to everybody. Everybody's fantastic. Carrie's good. All the girls are good. My crew, my solid crew is doing very well. But when me and Brian got into this, we had a lot of fun doing what we were doing. We had fun all the time. And then it just got to the point where once I made that move, it became very difficult for Brian and I to get together on a consistent basis like we used to do. And no, as far as Darshan, says Karen, guess what, guys? Karen's back at the house. Karen's home. So Chris and Gabby had some stuff going on over there, and I had watched their pig and their chickens and all that stuff. And
That's the turkey.
yeah.
They
that's
just
the
saw
one
the Facebook page?
I don't know, but
Did you guys see the Facebook
if you
page?
guys go and take a look at the new Facebook page, Karen's the mascot.
That
on
was
there.
funny. That was
Yeah.
his idea.
Yeah. There's a great picture of Karen too. So yeah, Karen's home. We got a lot of stuff to look forward to. Unfortunately enough, the homies are still not at home. There's some stuff that we need to build. We had some new things going on. But the biggest and best message that we're going to give you today is that we're back. We're back in full force, and we have all these ideas and a bunch of time to do it with. I will be working, like I said, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I usually do Shettlers. We're still going to be doing that until he's good, but he does have new staff now. He is in a good place, but I'm going to make sure that he is solid before I bail out. I'm never going to bail out on my friends. I don't want to do that. But we want to bump this up to the next level, so we want to do everything that we possibly can between reels and then our educational videos and then shorts, the whole 9 yards. We want to try and give as much as we possibly can. And the benefit now with the shorts on YouTube and the reels is that we could do a full day of filming and get a couple of videos and spend the time to edit, and then we can consistently put out reels so that you guys get more and more and more as far as the content goes, so that we don't have a lull like we always do. Because that's my biggest problem. My biggest problem is that we'll get into it, we slam it, we hit it hard, and then shit gets to be a little bit too much for me on the personal side of things, and then I don't want to say I ghost, but I kind of do, because I get a little bit overwhelmed. And when I get overwhelmed, I tend to hyper-focus on different things, and this time I hyper-focused on helping Dr. Shetler, helping another friend out, and by doing so, I kind of, I guess, suffocated myself in a way. But it was almost good for me too, because it was me feeling accomplished, me helping the people that I love, and that made me feel better in itself. And the whole shit for, the move has been rough in itself, just because I'm away from my family. So it's just been a large adjustment mentally, physically, the whole 9 yards. It's been a rough couple of months, but I don't want to be all depressed and shit like that. I don't want to tell you guys all the bad shit that's happened over the last couple of months. I don't want to tell you any of that stuff. I want to be, this is going to be a happy thing. This is a happy time. I'm glad that I got this guy that constantly sits off the fucking camera back with me, and because we have a good time together. We have good chemistry. Obviously the dude's my friend. He's not just my camera guy. We're a lot like family. We've known each other for a long time. It works very, what's the word I'm looking for here? It works well with him doing his camera stuff and the ideas that he has, and then the ability to do what we're about to do in the future, which I'm not going to give you too much information, because it's going to be surprises after surprises after surprises. We're going to be able to take this hopefully to another level. Now, our aim is never to be famous. Our aim is never to be what some of these other guys have made it out to be. I've noticed. What's up, Alan? Are you on here? Oh shit, he is. What's up? What's up? What's up? Mr. Allen's
You know you can
back.
touch this and bring it all up.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk to everybody towards the end of this here. It's gonna be a short one. I might as well bring that back into it. We're gonna do a short live.
It's gonna be a 3-hour live.
Yeah, 4 hours later. So one thing I have noticed though, because although I haven't really gone on Facebook because it gets a lot, political. People argue, people fight. One thing that I have noticed, because I do check into things, I do get messages from people within the industry here in Florida. I do see things that are happening, and we have changes coming. We have law changes. We have all kinds of stuff going on. And the one thing that I do see is a lot of drama. I see, and this is not my deal. I don't like making posts about other people. You guys should know that by now. I didn't even want to make a post on what happened with the park. I gave you guys a generalized statement during one of the lives or whatever, and we kind of flew through that, but it's not my aim to kind of point and shoot at people. If I have an issue with somebody, I like to deal with that in person with that person, one-on-one, or one-on with whoever has the issues that we're having. I don't like to go online and kind of poke at somebody's back or stab at somebody or make videos to talk shit about somebody else or talk shit about this guy, that guy, whatever. It's not really my aim. Education, having fun, doing the animal stuff, showing you guys new and neat things, and then the husbandry side of things, and then just day-to-day life is what we want to do. But one thing I have noticed is that it seems to become a trend, and I'm going to call somebody out right now, and I don't usually do this, but it's nerd. I see nerd constantly poking at everybody, and it seems like that's how they're trying to gain traction. It seems like that's how they're trying to keep traction, and their format now has become to poke and talk shit about everybody that's not them. So they do everything right, everybody else does everything wrong. Now, if you guys watch Nerd's videos, I am not in any way, shape, or form trying to direct you in another direction. If you like Nerd, it's perfectly fine. Do your thing, watch him. It's not going to bother me at all. Everybody's allowed to watch whoever they want. I don't support the way that they're going about certain things, and I'm not going to poke at Nerd. They're okay. They're good people. I would like to believe that they have the animals in mind. It does seem like things are starting to stream towards a way of like just poking at people in Florida nonstop. One thing that I will do is we are going to do a video on their video about Wild Florida, because I was involved in the whole thing. I knew what was going on there. I have really good friends at Wild Florida. What Wild Florida does for their animals is something that I wish that I could do myself. That will never be achievable because the funds will never be there for a park like that. The way that they were able to build that park, the things that they're able to do for the animals that they have there are tremendous, and the people there are phenomenal people. And that's the one video that I will do. And it's not going to be talking shit about Nerd. It's going to be giving the story, the actual real story as to what happened for them talking shit about Wild Florida. As far as Donnie and all those guys, they could take it however they want. I'm not here to attack them in any way, shape, or form. My whole thing is that this industry is turning into a popularity contest. It's my fear with social media. I think I've said that before in the past. My fear with social media is that there's such a disconnect between, this is why I like live shows. You know, with live shows, I stand in front of a crowd, we interact, the crowd gets involved, I get involved, they can ask questions, everything is there face to face, everything is happening in real time, in real life. It is like that here on the lives, but with like the videos and things like that, if I want to, I can steer a narrative however I want. And whoever I have that's followers of mine, if you're not in the animal industry, if you're not here in Florida in this animal industry, if you don't know the people here, I can steer your guys' direction. And I can, not everybody, I'm not saying everybody is malleable like that, like I could just mold everybody's minds into what I want, but I could steer whatever narrative I wanted to, and I could put it out there, and there is a handful of people that are going to take that for Bible. They're going to take that for what it is. That's why in all my videos, I always, if I don't know something, I just say that I don't know something. And then as far as picking on people, it's not really something that I like to do. But I don't like to see the industry going to where it's going. A lot of drama, a lot of people hating other people. We're supposed to be here for one reason only. We're supposed to be here for the wildlife. Now it seems to be becoming more and more of a, we're doing this for ourselves. We want attention, validation, whatever the case may be. But the real end goal here is to show you guys a bunch of beautiful animals and show you guys some husbandry things, some tips and tricks, hopefully learn some stuff along the way for ourselves as well, keep our minds open and work with a bunch of good people that have common goals, which is to basically take care of a bunch of animals the way that they're supposed to. Brian, smile. There you go. Oh, look at that. Look at that little beard he's got going on there. But that's what we want to bring. So we want to bring back a little bit of light to the darkness that's been going on in the industry. And we're not going to poke at anybody. Like I said, I'm going to do one video, and it's not against nerd. It's just to spin the actual narrative of what happened at Wild Florida, because I don't like to see those guys attacked. Not that they haven't attacked any of my other friends as well, and I don't say anything about that. I just kind of ignore the whole shit that's going on. But this one got filtered to me time and time again. And so I'm going to do a video with Wild Florida. I'm going to show you guys what they built for their rhino. If you guys haven't heard what's going on or whatever, don't worry about it. I'll tell you in the next video that we post up. So, in a nutshell, we're going to bring that back. What happened? Batman? Did you see the Batman one? Was that the one I got you? Did that get you there?
That got me smiling.
Got you there. So, in a nutshell, like I like to say, we're going to get back at it. We're going to get back at it. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have fun. It has been a rough couple of months, but again, we're going to push through this shit just like we always do. And that's the main thing. So another message that I can give to anybody that's down out there, anybody that's down on their luck, anybody that's having a rough time in life, trust me, I am right there with you. Every day I wake up, every day is a struggle, every day is a battle, every day is a fight. Eventually, that shit will be over with. Eventually, we'll get to where we need to be. The biggest thing is to wake up and have the discipline to do what we need to do, whether we want to do it or not. There are plenty of days that I wake up myself and I don't want to do anything. I haven't had a day off, like I said, in over a year and a half. I haven't had a single day off. I've been doing 7 days a week, and some of those days 20 hours a day. The only time that I have had off is when I had surgery on my mouth, which was not too long ago, or I was sick. And those are the only times that I've ever had off. The rest of it is just 7 days a week going nonstop. And when I say nonstop, we're doing 5 to 6 hours of driving a day. We're working all day long, waking up at odd hours of the night, so my schedule is all fucked up.
You don't have to include me.
No,
I'm sleeping like a baby.
He sleeps like a fucking baby all the time. This guy, he took a nap before I got here.
Yeah.
Because I got stuck on the road over there. So he took a nap before I got here. But the fact of the matter is I've run myself ragged. However, it's the discipline to do that even when you don't want to. And no matter what, like I have animals, just like treetops. Like if you look out back here, like this shit, they don't get to take breaks. They don't get to take breaks. They don't get vacations or anything like that or whatever. If we take a break and we don't take care of it, well,
but it's separate breaks.
Yeah, well, there's
the
always
whole family can't take a break together.
No,
unfortunately,
there's no such thing as just leaving
No.
and not taking care of those guys. Every single day we have to give them what they need. Every single day we have to give everybody out there, including my house here, everywhere, we have to wake up and we have to do what we have to do, even when we have bad days. Even on the days that I'm sick, I still have to do the bare minimum. I have to give everybody clean water, clean food. I have to spot clean cages. I have to do what I have to do. It's just a fact of the matter. This is the life that we chose. But there's so much good in this, and for the life of me, I can't understand why so many people are going towards the negative side of like wanting to poke at other people. We as an industry, and that includes other states, other people that run wildlife parks, other people that just are hobbyists, other people that have pets, other people that have the same interests that we do, maybe on a smaller or larger level, we should all be on the same page and we should all be together doing the same shit and the same common goal. We shouldn't be backbiting, we shouldn't be fighting, we shouldn't be talking shit about one another. No matter what, we're always going to have bad eggs in every single industry, but I see it more in this industry than I see in any other industry. This industry seems to be like everybody wants to attack everybody else because this guy's jealous of this guy, or this guy's angry at this guy, or this guy.
It's not. They're just seeing what sticks.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't even have their facts together. So.
No. Well, the last video that when I watched the video, which was sent to me by a friend of mine, that I'm not going to mention his name right now because he's involved in the whole shit, so you'll see him when we do the video with him. But when he sent it to me, and he's disheveled that it's going on, we had no idea that this was going to go on or whatever, but you know, they pinned the post and said that they had rushed through and they did a rush job on the video because they wanted to put the video out while it was relevant. So it had nothing to do with being a martyr. It has nothing to do with calling out parks that are not doing the right thing or whatever, which if you see a park that's not doing the right thing and there's animals in danger, you should step in and say something. You should do something to rectify the situation. However, when you have a park the caliber that is Wild Florida, that does so much for their animals, that does more than we could ever hope to do, and for the work and the amount of effort and the staff and the money that goes into, you know, caring for these animals and giving them the best life that they could possibly get, to throw some shade in their direction just to get some viewers, just to get some money, just to get a video to stick, it doesn't sit well with me. Like, that's not what we're here for. So that's why we're coming back. Because we're going to do the cheerier side of shit. Yes, we're going to talk about serious shit. Yes, we're going to do some, you know, videos where, you know, things are going to get...
Well, we're going to give you some real shit.
Yeah, but if we say something that's going to be factually based, and we're also going to give the people involved, like if I do a video about Wild Florida and Nerd wants to chime in, then by all means, they are more than welcome to come in and chime in. That's one thing that I don't like. If you're going to backbite against somebody or whatever, at least give that person a chance to get on the live with you and explain their side of the story. Because you're steering a narrative and you're steering people's opinions. And the comments that I saw from these people that have never been to the park, and Nerd's never been to the park, nobody's been to the park over there, they've never dealt with these animals before, they've never known none of this shit. They just spit out these videos to make money, and it kind of sucks because I do frequent.
He's in England, right?
They're in New England. They've never
talking.
I mean, they've been down to Florida, but they've never been to this park. They don't know the people that run it or whatever. And to see a bunch of comments saying that, you know, these people never deserve this, you know, that didn't have to happen, they weren't prepared for this. 2 years went into the preparation for the story that we're going to tell you, the rhino story. 2 years, and more eyes were on that than I could ever care to tell you. All kinds of zoos, AZA personnel, vet, anybody that was involved with rhino, everybody was involved in making this. And if you see the enclosure, it was a phenomenally gorgeous enclosure. It was perfect. It was just some shit that happened that nobody could have ever predicted. And it wasn't
England, right?
New England reptiles, yeah.
Nerd, okay.
Yeah. Not England. They're up in New England, here in Florida. Not Florida, in the States.
Why do you guys want me to say I'm Batman?
And can you, Brian,
okay.
do it in your voice?
I'm Batman.
Oh
No?
my God, he did so good.
No? Is that good? Is that good?
Killed it. I don't know where that came from, but I'll take it.
I don't know if that's Batman's voice.
That's how we're going to open every single video from now on. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, since I did say this is going to be a short live, this is actually going to be a short live. We're probably going to hit about 45 minutes, maybe an hour. But since I've been missing for so long, I'm sure a bunch of people have questions. I'm going to try and answer as many questions as possible, so please don't get offended if I don't see your comment. I'm going to try and get to everybody as quickly as I possibly can. But if anybody has any questions, anybody wants to know what's been going on, has anything specific you want to say, if anybody's got any birthdays, anybody wants any shout outs or whatever, we haven't done this in a while. Let's have some fun. Let's go. What do we got? What do we got? Did you eat your chocolate? Oh, Alan, bro, let me tell you what, did I eat the chocolate? No, because I have 2 kids that ran through that chocolate like it's nobody's business. So Alan had sent me some stuff. I had Michelle sent me some stuff too for the kids, some bracelets and stuff that they still wear to this day. So thank you, Alan. Thank you, Michelle. Mark Karma sent me some things as well. Another person that I'm not supposed to mention has also helped me out tremendously. Kat, I don't think Kat's on here right
Happy
now.
birthday,
We got
Holly.
Kat. Oh, it's Holly's birthday today?
I guess so. She said it's her birthday.
Oh snap!
Happy
Everybody
birthday.
give a happy birthday to Holly, my favorite New Zealand person out there. Living the dream lately too. I've seen you out there on your boats, having your fun out there in your beautiful New Zealand, while we've been here in shitty damn Florida that can't figure out whether it's summer or winter time. We just don't know. One
There's
day
a
it's
cold
winter,
front
one day
coming.
is there another one?
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm so
This
tired
weekend a
of it.
cold front is coming.
I love the cold, but then the work that comes with it.
Gosh, I gotta work on my Batman voice. That was
Insane.
pretty bad.
That was good. That's how we're going to open
I
every
don't
single
know
one now.
about
Now you're
that.
stuck with Batman voice. All right, so we got Stairway to Devon. I fucking love that name. Did you get your enclosures set up yet? We have some enclosures set up yet, not all of them. We have a bunch of enclosures that we need to get on because we have a bunch of stuff coming. I'm going to give you guys a little tiny secret here. So we have some special animals coming in. They're coming from Wild Florida. and I got a Tamandua or Tamandua, however you want to say it. You can say it however you want. Doesn't offend me. So I got one of those coming in,
What
and
is
I gotta
that?
get in. It's a lesser anteater.
Really?
Yeah.
You getting one of those?
Yep. I already got it. I just gotta build the enclosure. So once the enclosure is built for that, I'm gonna have that. But I gotta get the homies enclosure built. Like I said, I have not had much time, so it's basically been me going and helping out my buddies.
I keep offering to help.
Yeah, he's gonna have to now. But yeah, we've basically gone from like I help my people out, and then I have my 2 days at home, and then waking up in the middle of the night to do the animals and whatnot. That sounded weird. I'm not doing the animals, but to take care of the animals. It doesn't
I'm
allow
not
me to
judging.
build enclosures. I can't build enclosures in the dark, so that's been difficult. So we have gotten further along for sure. But the homies are not home yet. We need the homies home. So hopefully by the end of, it's February 8th. By the end of February, I'm hoping to have everybody home as well as the Tamandua. All right, let me get some more questions here so we can see what's going on. We got Miss D, miss you. And I know I got to call you and talk to you about a bunch of stuff over there. All right, here we go. I swear I'm not bringing in the cold. It's already in the forecast. Benjamin Jones, like I didn't bring the cold. Well, you guys are freezing probably in some of your areas. Florida doesn't know how to make up its mind. One day it's fucking 80 degrees outside. The next day it's 90. And then the next day, I gotta try and cut those out. And then the next day it's 40 degrees outside, and then 30. It's been getting into the 30s. Dude, I woke up one day outside, and the kids told me it was snowing outside. I looked outside, and all my grass was frosted. So 3 acres of grass died. It's now growing back, thank goodness. So, all right, EJ's been freezing for a week here. Amanda Lynn, please give us a Bimini update. So we'll do a full video on Bimini. Bimini is doing phenomenal. We have not had to bring her back to the vet. It's been, shoot, probably 5 months now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the eye is completely healed. No more tear production coming out of that eye. The eye is not swollen anymore. It's just a little flat sac. She's my little pirate. She actually came with me 2 weeks ago to do a show at Loggerhead Marine Center, which is a marine center where they host events and stuff, but they also do sea turtle rescue. So I got in touch with a vet over there, and she allowed me to bring some of my guys over there to do a bar mitzvah for somebody, and the kid was awesome. The kid Cam was awesome. He honestly looked a lot like Robert Irwin, Steve Irwin's son. And they loved it, and Bimini came out there with me to do that show. While we're out here, since you guys brought up Bimini, or since Amanda brought up Bimini, let me show you one of the babies, because I have Bimini, and then I have Fiji at home, and Fiji is going to be Bimini's boyfriend from Maui and Moana. But I want to show you Lena, who I gave to Brian and Mama Bear, Krista, at Treetops, and they are now in Maui and Moana's old enclosure where they stayed while I got my stuff together. I'm going to get back to everybody's question in a second, but I want to show you how big these guys got. And there's a red ruffed in here with them. Lena, come here, big girl. Look how big she got. So these are the babies from last year. And remember, these guys were born on, not you, you screwball. Lena, what are you doing? So that's Maui and Moana's little girl right there. Yes, little munchkin. And this one is an actual red ruff lemur. What's his name? Ozzy, right?
Cassian.
Cassian?
Cassian.
Cassian. So it's Cassian right here. Stop bouncing around. This is hard to do. All right, Lena, you're staying perched. So that's Maui and Moana's little girl right there. She's going to be a year on April 10th. So her birthday's coming up here soon, right after my birthday. And guess what? Moana is pregnant once again. So she will most likely have the babies. The first year she had babies, she had them on April 11th. The second year, last year, she had them on April 10th. My birthday's April 9th, so I'm assuming right around my birthday, we're going to have another set of little lemur babies. And I'm also excited to bring my baby macaques back home because I've been missing mac and cheese. I have not seen in a little while. I'm not sure how the relationship's going to be with those guys, but we're still bringing them home regardless, and I'm going to have to work on that. But Romeo and Juliet, the homies, are doing very well. As a matter of fact, when I leave here, I'll be stopping by there to do a little nightly check up on those guys, and I'm going to go spend some time with them. I've been spending a lot of time with them, which is also a little less difficult because I live closer to that area now, but also more difficult because of all the stuff that I stacked on, basically myself. All right. Holly says, are those the monkeys in Bali Wild? Those ones or the macaques, Holly? You're gonna have to, if you're talking about the macaques run the species. There's a bunch of different species of macaques. They run all over Southeastern Asia. There's some here in Florida, as a matter of fact, Bali. But those lemurs over there, the rough lemurs, every lemur species is native to Madagascar, nowhere else. All right, let me backtrack a bit, see if I can get some other questions over here. Brian, stick your fucking face over here. Damn it, I said it again. All right, so Stairway to Devon says having those enclosures up and the animal back with you should help with all the driving, right? So maybe you can get some rest. Yeah, 100%. It'll definitely help. And also it'll help with my stress levels because you could just stay creepy just like that. I love it. But it also will help with my stress levels because when it's cold, I stress about them at night. We do heat them, but then I'm not close enough to just walk outside and check it. So I can check all my guys at home, but yeah, it'll ease up on my driving. As soon as I build an enclosure. It's already there.
It's already there?
It's the one that's at Wild Flora that we've seen before.
Oh.
I'm just taking her as soon as I get the enclosure built. Yeah, hopefully the encounters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. You know,
Is it a
call me.
white one?
Yes, plan a trip to Australia, Holly. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let me see if I can get a couple more questions there. Did you fix your internet at home? Dave Gertzowitz, or Gert, I'm probably tearing this guy's name apart. Gurowitz, I think his name is. So David often helps me out with some of my technical stuff, as well as this guy right here. What we had to do was
Wait,
it
did
was
you get
stupid.
that? Did you get that Starlink?
No, Starlink isn't there yet. We're
No?
close to Starlink. Hopefully we'll have Starlink within the next month or so. I believe in March we get Starlink. Once we get Starlink, I'm dumping everybody else. So what we have to do right now is I have CenturyLink, but I also have T-Mobile. And T-Mobile was supposed to give me 8.4 to 10.2 upload speed. And my CenturyLink gave me 1.4. Problem was I got a security camera system installed so that, you know, the day after somebody stole a truck and ran into my backyard and had officers in my back of my house till 2 o'clock in the morning, I figured I would go ahead and get the cameras, especially because, you know, my animals are coming home and stuff. I want to see who's coming on property. And the problem with that is that ADT, the great security system company that they are, told me that I did not need Wi-Fi. Didn't affect my Wi-Fi at all. Then the guys came to install it. They installed the cameras and everything else. And if I turn the cameras on, it smoked the Wi-Fi completely. It takes 2.0 upload speed to run the cameras. I have 1.4 with CenturyLink, so I have to have 1.4 for the CenturyLink. So I pay CenturyLink, and I also pay T-Mobile. And we've been operating off of both so that I can run my cameras and do whatever uploading I need to do off the T-Mobile. But once Starlink hits, Starlink is supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be incredible, and I think by March we'll have that. And at that point, I'll dump the internets with because now I'm carrying two. I carry T-Mobile and I carry CenturyLink because CenturyLink literally only offers 1.4.
I never heard of CenturyLink.
That's it. You don't want to hear of CenturyLink. They fucking suck. And that time, the F-bomb was worth it. 100%. All right, let me go back a little bit here and answer a couple more questions. Alan, I'll get to Alan said, dude, I sent you a message on Facebook when you have time and get a chance. No rush. Take a look at it. That goes for everybody. I have a lot of messages in my Facebook. I have a lot of messages in my Instagram. I kind of shut down a little bit. I'm going to be honest with you guys, 100% honest. Things were getting rough mentally and physically, like I said, so I kind of cut off a bit. I hate to say the word ghost, but I kind of did. Kind of ghosted everybody.
We're going to stop doing that, right?
Yes, we're
We're
gonna
stop doing that, right?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
he kind of helps me out because he pulls me out of whatever depression shit that I have going on or whatever. That still is there. It's been less and less lately, thank goodness, and I think it has to do with me surrounding myself with people that I love and people that love me back. So that kind of helps out. But yeah, no, I was gone for a bit, and I'm gonna go in. I owe a lot of people some messages. I got a lot of messages out there. So if you've messaged me and I haven't spoken to you, please do not feel offended in any way, shape, or form. It was just some stuff that I was going through, and then not being able to spend any time with my children and the family and all that was also kind of it was taking its toll on me. So I kind of backed off for a bit, which I shouldn't have. We should have just kept plugging forward like we always do. But I did need some time to myself. I did need some time to my family, so I went ahead and took some of that. And so anybody that's got some messages out there, I will be getting back to you soon enough. Give me like a week or two to get back into the flow of things. I'm going to be going to the vets tomorrow, like I said, to do the work over there. And we got some interesting stuff that I'll probably do a video with an albino alligator with a busted eye. He's got a luxated eyeball, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at that and see if there's an ulcer on the outside and see what's going on in the back of that. But then I'm also going to be trying to figure out the schedule to work this back so that Brian and I can do what we do, which is this shit. All right, a couple more questions here. Let me go back a bit. Bonnie, thank you very much, and I'm glad to be back. I honestly didn't think that we would have anybody on the live. We have 173 people on the live. You guys are fucking awesome. God, I gotta learn to stop saying that. It's like,
I wish I had a taser.
how are the
Make a
rescued
little
snakes?
nuclear.
All the rescued snakes, if we're talking about the ones that came from U.S. Fish and Wildlife, all those guys have been placed. I do still have some rescued snakes at the house. I got the boa with the big beat up face. He's doing well.
What do you have at the house right now?
We got some mangrove snakes that I'm going to be showing you guys soon, and then I got all the rescued snakes. I got my one-eyed ball python, but I gave that to my nephew for his birthday, and he's been taking great care of that. And then I got Mr. Bug Eyes over there, and then I got the snake with the beat-up face, and a couple other rescues, but everybody's doing well. Everybody's doing well so far, so can't complain about that. And then as far as all the stuff that came in from the feds, all those guys went over to Josh, and they all have their new homes now.
That's
So,
awesome.
all right, but did the Popo get back to you with the truck incident? And did the cop that had to go to the potty, did he make it? Important questions need answers. That's the best shit ever. So I'm not sure if the dude that had to take a shit actually made it to where he was going. It looked like he was already sweating by the time he left my house. And I can guarantee you, because I live there, there's nowhere close to go at my house. So unless he flipped on the blue and reds and hit a $120 to wherever he was going,
There's a lot of weeds and bushes along the way.
I mean, yeah, hopefully he pulled over in the bushes, because it didn't look like he was going to make it much farther than that. As far as the truck incident, I didn't get any information after that. I did have a neighbor that stopped by the next day, because unfortunately enough, the guy that stole that truck did exactly what I thought he was going to do. He circled back to the road, went into a neighbor's house who has an autistic child. Luckily nobody was hurt, but he did take their golf cart. He tried to steal the truck, and then went into the house while they were sleeping and ended up taking a golf cart. So there was that. But the family's okay. I still talk to them. They didn't get their golf cart back, unfortunately enough. And the kid does have autism, and that was like his release, was the golf cart. So I felt bad for that, but other than that, no updates on that. Emma, Justin, Emma says, hey Justin, how are you? I'm doing well. I'm doing a lot better than I have been, and that's why this guy right here, let me lean him over here, that's why we're back to doing what we're doing here. And yes, Maria Walsh says we all need a break now and then. Unfortunately enough, I just haven't gotten there yet. Hopefully soon I'll be able to take an actual break where I can take a couple of days and, you know, have my animals fed and spend some time with my family. Just maybe going out for a hike. I don't know, anything like that. I love when you do crazy animal injury videos. You mean when I get injured, or when we fix animals? Because there's double-edged sword.
I think
there.
where you get.
Where I get injured, yeah, there should be plenty of those. We'll have more bite videos for that. The best thing for depression is connection, and that is 100% true, believe it or not. And that, I think, too, I'm not going to put my guy's information out there and whatnot, but you know, Shetler and I have similar issues, and I think coming together and doing what we've been doing has been more for the both of us. It helps him out. It helps me out a little bit, you know, financially, as well as like feeling accomplished and doing something. But I think him and I feed off of each other to the point where even if we're in that kind of mode, we kind of pop each other out of it very quickly. Same as when I get with this guy. I get like even when I was driving here today. I was fine this morning. I was driving here today, caught some traffic. I get in my head a little bit too much, especially because I drive all the time. And I didn't even think we were going to do a live. You know, we were going to work on some other stuff. I didn't plan on doing a live. I didn't plan on doing a video. And then I got with Brian and family, especially when I saw mom down here and she fed me right away and all that stuff. And then it went right back to normal, and it pops me out of my mind. So it puts me in a place where I feel, you know, better. I just feel good enough to be able to do this. Like I didn't think we were going to do a live today. Mac, you guys rock. Miss y'all. Glad you jumped back on here. We are glad to. Thank you, thank you. Alan Malone. He said, Code Brown. Code Brown. Yeah, that officer, I don't know. I've been there before. Trust me. I've had to pull over on the side of the road. No, when the animals get injured. Amanda's talking about some of the videos that we do with, you know, when the animals that we fix have injuries. For whatever reason, YouTube like flags those videos, and I think those are the most important ones for you guys to see what we go through when we have animals, especially like with Bimini's eye, with the cat and his leg, and the progression of.
Did they block that?
They don't block it, they just demonetize it, and then they'll put like, you know, if you're under 18, they won't let you watch it type stuff or whatever. But to me, that's the most important side of this.
Yeah.
Is like,
but at least it's still getting out there.
Yeah, we don't
You know?
care if
Yeah.
you know if it's monetized or not. They'll rip the monetization off of it, but I think we're gonna do, because we still have the rest of Bimini's eye that we never put out. We still have the rest of the cat that we never put out, and I do have a bunch of other videos with Shetler that we have that we never put out on fixing a bunch of stuff. And I think it just goes to show like what you really have to look for, especially if you're owning any animals or providing care for any life, whether it's human and or animal life. It's all a life, and you have to do the best that you can to provide the best that you can. And even here at Treetops here at my place, we're constantly running to the vet. We're constantly doing all kinds of stuff to make sure that these animals get the best quality of care that they possibly can. And to me, the most important videos are those vet videos, to show people exactly what goes into fixing these animals and why it's so important to pay so much attention to what we do care for, so that when a problem arises, we can get on it fast enough to be able to save the animals that need it. So to answer your question, Amanda Lynn, like I said, we have that albino alligator with the luxated eyeball and possibly some ulcerations. We're going to do the video on that, so you guys will see that coming up here pretty soon. Granny S, I'm going to answer you real quick. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. It is great seeing you two back. Much love. You need to take care of yourself. Yeah, I think I tried to. I think that's what I was aiming for in the beginning with the disappearance, was trying to take care of myself, and in turn I actually did the exact opposite, and I did not take care of myself that much. I was more worried about everybody else, but that's often what I do, is I worry about other people, and I worry about, you know, the state of things. I worry about my animals, I worry about everybody else, I worry about my good friends, and I worry about my family, and I think I worry a little bit too much, and I think I kind of put myself to the back end of things, which isn't a good thing. Not a bad thing, but it's not a good thing either. All right. Let's see what else we got here. Nerd has turned into a classless gossip queen for some reason. Feels the need to act like they have the right to speak on topics that don't involve them at all. Absolutely 100% correct on that one. And the part that bothers me the most about it is that they have made some serious mistakes. You know, they you know, if they want to, the way they put it out there is that everybody else does everything wrong, they do everything right. If anybody says anything to them, like when somebody called them out when that white king cobra died, they were furious. They were out there posting all kinds of stuff, and they post all these nasty, negative things about everybody, especially here in Florida. They attack everybody down here in Florida, but apparently everything they're doing is right, everything we're doing is wrong. it is what it is or whatever. But yes, it is a bit classless. I feel like if you want to have those conversations, it is okay to have a healthy debate on how to take care of animals. I think it is okay to have a healthy debate over things that happen in the industry. But if you want to do that, you have to involve the other side. Otherwise, you might as well be Fox News versus like CNN or whatever. One's going to lean left, one's going to lean right. If you get into politics, I don't do politics at all. That's not my game. I've never done it. I don't vote. I don't know if that bothers anybody or whatever. I'm just not into it, but that's just what I'm saying. Like, there's no two sides to the story. It's they're going to post their narrative. This news station posts their narrative. That's just how it rolls. And once it gets to things like that, where Nerd is doing these videos, pushing their own narrative, they don't even give the people a chance to speak back, to say anything. They'll just block them out or say that they tried to reach out to them or whatever the case may be, or just not reach out at all and post what they want. And that's the problem with it. If you want to have a debate about something, if there's an issue that you see and you want to call that out, I think it's fair to call some things out. If there's animals in danger, if a park's not doing what they're supposed to, if animals are in shit condition, I do believe that you should be able to call that out. I do believe that you should be able to put that on blast, but I also think that that other person should be able to explain what's going on, why it's happened, why has it gotten to the point that it is, or what the fuck. Like, both sides should be on the end of that spectrum so that whoever's watching that can actually form an opinion based off of the facts that they have, not just one person's facts or the way that one person sees it when they're not even in the area. So yeah, I think it's a big problem. But let me get back to these questions here. Granny S again, Heart of Gold, I love you. I love you. I love you very much. All right, let me go back a little ways here. Got a visit here in Guyana, vacation while having fun. If you're in Guyana, I would love to go to Guyana. That's like on my bucket list. That, Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. I want to go to Indo real bad. I want to go to Bali because they got some bomb surf out there. It's the best lefts ever. All right, Melissa Seaward wants to know which gators of yours are at Gatorama. Going tomorrow and would love to check them out. Okay, so I have only 2 gators over there at Gatorama. One of them is Fred Weena. You'll never see her. She's in the big pond when you're walking out front. But I have Blackie over there. Blackie is Grandma. So if you go into the back and you ask where Grandpa the alligator is, Grandma and Grandpa they are now. Blackie's new name is Grandma. Number 1, I like it better. Number 2. Calling her Blackie just seems fucking weird. I didn't name her, but I've had her for 20 years, so I still see her every single week. I'm going to leave her there because she gets along with Grandpa so well.
Yeah.
So if you're going to be there tomorrow, tell Ben I said hello, and then just ask for Grandma and Grandpa. They'll point you right to the back over there. And but those are the only 2 gators I have over there at Gatorama right now. The rest of my gators are at Wild, Florida for the time being, and then my small guys are obviously at home with me. So I still have, you know, Wally and my little guys and the babies and all that good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see what else we got here. All right, I'm excited for the albino alligator video. Amanda Lynn, me too. It's going to be some interesting stuff, and we're going with a guy whose name is Dr. Swinger, who's one of the leading ophthalmologists here in the state, probably in the country. He just went to, Dubai? He just went to Dubai and some other places for a conference. Dr. Swinger, he's an ophthalmologist for animals and one of the best that there is. He also helped Dr. Shetler and I fix Bimini's eye. All right, Chris Campbell says, I'm whelping a litter of puppies. Ooh, man, I do not feel for you. I believe 6 weeks is way too young to be away from mom. What do you think? Well, Chris Campbell, here's the thing. So I had Pickles and Duke, right? Well, I still have Pickles and Duke, but they had puppies. She had puppies too soon. It was her first heat. Duke broke through 2 crates, 1 door to get to her. They locked up in the middle of the night. We didn't know she had babies. Unfortunately enough, when she had those babies, there was 4 stillborn and 3 were alive. The 3 that were alive were trying to suckle. She had her whelping box. She had all that good stuff, but she kept pulling the puppies off the heat. I think she was overheated and she thought the puppies were, so she kept pulling them off the heat. And then on top of that, she wasn't producing enough milk. So there's 2 ways to do that. You can either grab them and put them on the bottle. It's not a terrible thing. Realistically, the first couple of days are the most important because you get the colostrum from the milk from mom, and that's really, really what you want. But you can't always get that. I couldn't get it with Pickles. Like, those puppies could not feed. By night number 2, one of the puppies was on the fritz, and I decided to pull those puppies all together. I couldn't get them to latch, and I couldn't get them to eat. Their bellies weren't swelling, so if you see that they're not eating enough and you have to take them and put them on the bottle, it kind of is what it is. 6 weeks is not too young to be away from mom. At 8 weeks is when people are legally allowed to sell puppies anyway. So you can do shots already and all that good stuff. So if you're at 6 weeks, you could pull and feel comfortable about it. I was at 2 days and I had to pull those puppies, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So, Amanda Lynn says, when you refer to nerd, don't out Kevin. Donnie is the bad guy. Well, we don't want to out anybody. I'm not going to say Donnie's a bad guy. I'm not going to say Kevin's a bad guy. I'm not going to say nerd in retrospect is are bad people. I just think that the way that they put things out is bad. And no matter what, Kevin sees it. Kevin knows it's there or whatever. He has some control over what goes on. It's like if Brian took the channel and just trashed everybody at the same time, eventually I'm going to say something to Brian and be like, yeah, we can't do that. I don't think that any of them are bad guys. I think that my whole point to that conversation is that we're all supposed to be on the same side. And I don't understand what the attacks are for. I know it comes from Donnie. But Kevin could say no. He could. But I don't think that either of them are bad people. I don't think that they're doing things maliciously. I don't think they do things out of hate. I've dealt with Nerd since I was young. You know, I used to get things from Nerd. Their bar neck scrub pythons were immaculate. I used to get those every single year. I do believe back in the day, there was a guy, Andy, I think his name was, that worked over there that got some stuff from me as well. So Nerd and I have done business in the past, as well as talked multiple times about multiple different subjects. I was just a little shocked that they attacked the park the way that they did. But I don't think they're bad people. I mean, at the end of the day, like, that's not what we're here for. That's not what I'm here for. I'm trying to turn a new leaf. As far as my own life, I don't want to deal with the drama. I don't want to be involved in any drama. I'd rather not see the industry in such peril. I'd rather not see the industry dealing with such drama and constantly fighting amongst each other or anything like that. I'd like it to calm down. Oh, she responded to that already. She said, I agree with you. Kevin does need to either rein in Donnie or separate from him and makes him look bad, and I don't believe Kevin is a bad guy. I think that would be a smart move. Again, I don't think Donnie's a bad guy either. I've talked to Donnie before, and I've had some, good conversations with Donnie. Like, I didn't think that he would stoop to the level he is. Now it just seems like it's more and more. And I don't know if it's just to bump up the channel, because guess what? We're all humans, and it's reality TV at the end of the day. And people, guess what? They love drama. People love drama. People want to see drama, so it hits. So maybe it's a way to drum up a little bit more income, to get some more eyes on the channel or whatever. It's a little bit distasteful in my point of view or whatever, but it is drama, and it does supply people with something to watch. So maybe that's why they're doing it. I'm not sure. But it is what it is. But I don't think Kevin's a bad dude. I don't think Donnie's a bad dude either. I just think that if you're going to do something like that, you better let the other people speak as well, and you better get all the information before you put some out and trash some people, because unfortunately enough, it was a very tragic event. And while Florida is fucking amazing, and on top of that, like, the people that had to go through this, like, you get, like, if you only knew the devastation that caused the entire park, the owners, the people that work there, all the staff, like, this was a tragic thing that these people are still dealing with to this day. Like, nobody asked for this, nobody wanted it. It's a tragedy that nobody could avoid, and it still hurts people to this day. So for them to use it as a way to make some money, that's the part that bothers me, because there's people still grieving about the shit to this day. So they're taking it, and it's okay for them. They didn't see it, they didn't go through it, they have none of the emotions or any of that, and everybody else does, even including myself. Like, we have the emotions, we're going through all this shit, we're processing all this shit, we're grieving everything that happened, and then the attack was just, it was uncalled for, it was unnecessary, but I'm still not going to go out and say that that person's bad, that person's bad. That's just not my game. Not my game. I would be happy to have Donnie and Kevin and everybody on here to talk about all this shit, openly. All right, let me see what else we got here. A couple more minutes, guys, and then Brian and I are going to get back to work on drumming up a little bit more on that page, and then we're going to be trying to, well, we're not going to try to, we are going to do by the end of, what's today? Wednesday?
It's Wednesday.
By the end of the week, we should have reels every single day. We should have posts every single day. Patreon's going to have some new special stuff for you guys because you guys hung in there for a long time. We got some stickers that we're going to print out. Everybody's getting stickers on Patreon. I don't care if it costs me money or everybody on Patreon's getting shit sent to them. You guys are awesome. Holly, I don't know where the tequila came from, but bring it. Let's do it. I'm down for that. I didn't read the whole rest of the conversation. I'm sure you're talking to some other people, but I'd like to be included in the tequila as well. All right. It's so cold in England. I'm the center of the entire world, so you should all come here. We will have a party with all of us. My boy Alan out there freezing his balls off. All right, let me get down here. Oh, we got somebody else that... Summer Hipple, thank you very much. She says, thank God you're back. I was losing my mind a little. And yeah, stay away from the drama. It never ends good. No, we don't want any drama. We want this to be a nice light thing. And that's what we're going to try and do is open up a little we want to get into this and kind of open up a light side of the wildlife thing. And we'll always talk about real issues. We'll always talk about the same thing that we always did. We're all people. We all go through the same shit. A lot of people have all kinds of stuff. You know, we got mental issues, we got physical issues, we got life issues, we got family issues, we got friend issues, we got all kinds of stuff. There's plenty of drama in the world. We don't need to add to it, but we will talk about some real shit, and then on top of that, we're going to keep things light, fun, entertaining, and educational. Right, Kat? Right, Kitty? Huh? Right? You little munchkin? Huh? What are you doing? What are you doing, little munchkins? All right, 2 more questions, and then I am going to bounce out of here, and we are going to get back to work, and then I have an hour and 45-minute drive back home, and I still got to do some stuff over there, so we're going to end it here shortly. If I missed anybody, I promise I'm sorry. Somebody brought up Tyler Nolan. Let me make sure he's okay. What's up with you and Tyler Nolan? Not much. I talked to Tyler the other day. He's doing well. He's setting up his stuff. I'm setting up my stuff. We've been trying to get together for a little while, but he's building out his stuff. I'm building out my stuff. He works, I work. He's got the new kid. I have my old kids. So he's getting used to dad life. I still live in dad life. But we're good. We're all good. Tyler's my boy. Tyler's always going to be my boy. He needs to finish my tattoos. So everybody pick on him and tell him that you need to do an episode of fixing my tattoos. Not fixing them, but we got to finish. We got a lot of empty space here. Ty, my boy. We got to do some tattoos. But yes, still rocking with Tyler. Still love my boy over there. All right. Any other questions? I'm not going to scroll up. Now I'm going to give some new people. You got to do a video with Tyler. We're planning on it soon. As soon as Tyler gets settled in. He wants to come check out my place. I want to come check out his place. We haven't had the time to do it. I believe we'll be doing a video probably soon. I'm not going to put a time frame on it because between him and me, our schedules are jacked up. So right now we're going to work with what we got. But yeah, you guys will see us soon. We want to go visit him. Again, not sure if I saw my news. My dog is going to be my emotional support animal for anxiety and depression. I'm so excited. Good for you, Amanda Lynn. It is a good thing. Believe it or not, a lot of times what helps me when I'm in a bad spot or when I do... I see it. Or when I do, when I get into my, when I get too far into my head and I get depressed, I'll spend time with my animals. That's usually what brings me out of it. That and good friends. Don't forget to be around your friends, be around your family, whoever it is that makes you happy, whoever it is that you love. Now I gotta point at this. Melissa F says, will Tyler fix the dick on your back? No. We're gonna touch it up, but we are not gonna change it. Why would I get rid of that? It's been on there for 15, 16 years. How old am I? I'm 35 now. I got it when I was 15. It's been 20 years.
We're going to touch it up.
It's been 20 years. I'm not going to get rid of that. I'm going to touch it up. I'm just going to make it brighter. It's a good, funny story. So I can't.
Make it bigger.
I can't get rid of it. But we got a bunch of other stuff we got to cover up on the ribs and stuff. But we'll show you that when we're there. All right. Bromance is strong with those two. I really miss your intro on my feed. We're getting back to it. Somebody else said I miss you and Chandler's Adventures. Yeah, I haven't seen my boys in a while. It's been, I think everybody's just been like really, really hitting the pavement, running with everything they got going. So soon, my friends. What are you doing, Limps McGee? What are you doing, my beautiful little girl? What you doing? What you doing? All right. Hello from the frozen Canadas. Okay, eh? Well, you guys live in Canada, so you're used to it. So if you come down here, I see you Canadians all the time. Actually, my brother, my twin brother, his wife and her family is from Canada. And it's funny because when their family comes down and it's freezing here, those guys will hop in the pool. Where us Floridians are like, nah, we're good with that stuff. So, hey, Munchkin, Munchkin, what do you smell? All right, my guys. This was a lot of fun. Another short one, 64 minutes.
Hey, that's shorter than we've ever had, actually.
That's probably one of our shorter ones, to be honest.
Wow,
with
we're
you.
doing it. We're getting shorter.
This one's a husky, not a Malamute. This one's a husky. Might have some Malamute in it because she is pretty big for a husky, but she was a rescue. She says rescue.
Yeah,
She
it's
did
my
it.
dog,
Good.
Winter.
Miss Winter. Miss Winter, yes, what you doing? This was a lot of fun. I'm super excited to get back to this. I'm super excited to be back with my boy Brian here. We have some really interesting ideas. We have... Somebody said do mine. Do more accents. Holly, I couldn't match your accent if I wanted to. It's so hard to do a good New Zealand accent. Plus, I would just destroy it. And I love your accent, so I don't want to ruin it for me. But Holly, Dee, Kat, Kate, the other Katie, Bella, Alan, who am I missing? David, David Zeke, David Gerwitz, Pamela, Robin, Lisa. That one I'm not
We're
even
gonna be posting more on Facebook, so
try an Irish accent
what is it?
like my boy McGregor. McGregor.
That's
McGregor.
pretty good, actually.
Thank you very much. I
That's
appreciate
actually pretty good.
that. McGregor. All right, ladies and gentlemen. I love you guys. If I missed anybody, Amanda, Summer, Darshana, miss you. Want to see the husky? We want to see the husky. Turn, Winter. Look into the camera. Beep, beep, beep. All right. I love you guys. Thank you guys very much. If I missed anybody, I apologize. I'll give you guys a shout out as soon as I see you next. But I had a lot of fun doing the live. I feel like we're back at it, and we're going to hit the ground running here. So I know. I see you. We're going to play. We're going to play. Just can I sign off first? If I even know how to sign off
Go
at
ahead,
this
press
point.
the button.
Fuck, man. He gave me an iPad with a weird computer
Go
thing.
ahead, press the button.
I'm going to take a guess. All right. I love you guys. Boom. The boom is back. We got to do that shit. Boom. We're out. Winter. What do you think? High five? Good job. All right. Love you guys. We'll see you guys soon. So stay tuned. Oh, she gave me the high five. Thank you so much. Thank you. We'll see you guys soon. Anybody that wants to float over to the Bite Force channel over there, the Bite Force Appreciation channel, channel page on Instagram, on Facebook.
Bite Force Space Entertainment.
Bite Force Space Entertainment. That's going to be for the reels and stuff. The Bite Force Appreciation page that Alan and those guys run is still there. For anybody that ever needs any help with anything or any personal support and all that stuff, I'm going to bounce over there a little bit more often myself. That page is still running. You guys can go join that. Same as always. We got this guy over here. Start following him. He's got Treetop. This guy's like too humble.
We don't.
What's the damn channel? It's Treetop.
Treetop Geckos.
Treetop Geckos. So if you guys want to learn about crested geckos and stuff, I'm going to be posting a video on my thing here pretty soon. So I'm going to be tagging his because he doesn't want to post it on his, but I'm going to post it on mine because I think it's hilarious. And it's nature, bro. You can't stop nature. Nobody's going to guess what that means, but you'll see it when it's posted on the thing. So if you guys want to join all that, we'll probably link everything up here. Thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for your patience. I apologize for the ghosts. I love you guys all to death. Boom. I'm out. Is it this fucking one?
Yeah.